morning, everybody. This is Pete from Pete on the AT. This is, I think, day 124 of my Appalachian Trail through hike. It's Tuesday. And guess what? It's just raining. It rained pretty much all last night, and that's why we were hustling to that shelter and made it there. It was a long time into the shelter, but it was the right thing to do because it rained all night, rained this morning, so I was able to get packed up underneath the shelter. But it's not going to stop till half the day is over, so we're just going to press on and make some miles, and hopefully it will stop sometime around noon, and then we're just going to assess how we get along. There's a hostel at 8 or 9 miles, but we really would like to get to this Stratton Pond shelter tonight so that we're pretty close to Manchester Center the next day. So anyway, today's just going to be what it is. I think I'm going to go a lot slower. Just don't know how slippery things are going to be, and I definitely don't want to get injured with the rocks and the roots and the leaves and the pine needles. All of that makes for a super slippery trail, and of course it's going to be muddy as all get out. So that's what the day looks like today. I'll try to keep you updated as much as I can, and hopefully this rain will stop around noon. I'm going to meet Folksy in about 5 miles at the next shelter, and just see how things are getting along, and see what our plan is in terms of the rest of the day. Okay, I hope you guys have a good Tuesday, and wish me luck. Take care.
Finally admitted that I was not the one that was snoring. Who was it? Who was snoring? Reese. Oh, well, yeah, obviously.
So I have to exile myself over there for the greater good. You actually weren't that terrible.
It's not that loud. It's just steady. It's just like a steady.
Just want to give you an idea of what the trail looks like today. So this is the trail. It's not a stream. It's just what it looks like when you get rain all night. So keep on moving on. Hey everybody, still raining. I'm about 4 miles into my hike, and just wanted to point out something. We've had different kinds of ground cover over the course of the trail, from ferns to grass, and in Vermont there's this, I don't know, it's like a little tree. It's this thing right here, and it grows to about 8 feet tall, and it's really the predominant ground cover. And what's interesting is because it's pretty dense and pretty tall, you can't really see. You really can't see too far into the forest because of it, and it just makes it a little bit more interesting in terms of being more of a big long green tunnel, because you really can't see really more than maybe 10 yards into the forest. You can kind of see the density of it. You just can't see very far. So I wanted to point that out, just something that's kind of new, a little different with this. And maybe that's why they call it the Green Mountains. I don't know. Makes sense. Here's another little beaver pond. I don't know if you can see it real well. Small. But their dam is, well, you can't really see it right down through there. Haven't been able to see a beaver yet. Maybe one of these days. Well, here's another big beaver pond. The beaver dam right in front of, well, and this is a beaver dam that blocked off the stream, And that's Beaver Dam right in the middle there. I guess Beaver Den maybe. But no beavers out here. This is where I'm hoping to see something like this. I'm hoping to see a moose out in the background somewhere. Maybe one of these days I will. All right, keep moving. Well, I'm about 8 miles into the hike today and just came across this really pretty, I guess, mountain stream. But it's got, I don't know if you can see, but it's got a little tinge of orange in it. Must be, you know, a lot of tannins coming from the, maybe the leaf cover, I'm not sure. But it's still a very, very pretty mountain stream. Hey everybody, about 8 miles into my hike today. Started out raining and I slipped and fell down one time and foot went in the creek one time, and just, you know, one of those mornings where you just got to accept the trail as whatever the trail is. But I'm just gonna start my ascent up to Stratton Mountain. It's gonna be a 2,000 foot elevation gain in about 3.5 miles. So it's gonna be pretty hard. You know, the weather's real thick, you know, real super humid, but it's not overly hot. And I'm going up to 4,000 feet of elevation. So, you know, it should be a little bit cooler up there along the way. I don't know, but I just wanted to let you know what's in front of me right now. It's going to be one of the harder peaks that definitely one of the tallest peaks that we've done in a long time. And I don't know what the terrain's going to be like. Don't know if I'm going to be able to videotape much, only because it's going to be steep and it's wet, and I might have to use my trekking poles a good bit. But if I can, maybe I'll stop and let you know how things are going. Everybody, just kind of in my 12th mile. Haven't made it to the top of the mountain yet. And when I get to the top, there's supposed to be a viewing platform, but it's so foggy that I'm afraid the views aren't going to be there. But want to just kind of show you what the trail looks like. It's obviously been going up, you know, for the last couple of miles, and I'll just give you a quick 360. So we're kind of, I think we're kind of getting into the clouds, being that we'll be at 4,000 feet by the end of you know, this ascent. So I mean, it stopped raining, but you know, all the leaves and everything are dripping down, so it's kind of been raining on me most of the day. And then when you brush up against, you know, foliage on the sides of the trail, then of course you get wet there too. So I'm pretty much soaking wet, but at least it's not blazing hot. So there you have it. I'm just, you know, going to be continuing to go up and up and up and up. I'm almost at the top of the mountain. I just wanted to show you the density of the woods here. They're just a million little teeny trees through here, and I mean, you'd be hard pressed to walk through here. Just, you know, just don't know, you know, really how to describe it. It's just very, very, very dense, and very, very thick. Like you'd have to really get down there to even see anything more than 10 feet in front of you. Well, I'm at the top of the mountain and would love to go up and spend some time in that tower, but you can see it's just, you know, completely white. So there'd be no point, unfortunately. So I'm going to that Stratton Pond shelter, and it says go this way. Everybody, just want to close up day 125. It was a hard day. We were going to go 16 miles. Got to a shelter, and there was 13 middle school girls there. So we moved on another 4 miles to a little small shelter. There's only 3 of us here, and so some tenters. So we're going to be in the shelter, which will be great. Today it was pretty hard. It was a 20-mile day, and I slipped and fell twice, fell in the water once. It just makes it very hard. A couple of things. My shoes don't really have much tread on them anymore. One of my trekking poles is broken, so it didn't have a gripping tip. So I'm gonna rectify both of those things this weekend, because my wife's coming up and she's gonna resupply me with some new gear, and I'm gonna get my trekking pole fixed. But tomorrow is a 6-mile day into Manchester Center, and that's where I'm gonna meet my wife. She was there last night, which drove me crazy knowing that she was only 6 miles away, and I wasn't able to stay with her last night. So, at any rate, tomorrow's gonna be a quick day, and it's gonna be a great day. All right, we'll talk to you soon. Bye.